for me, when I moved into Ostara, I was just coming out as queer openly at that time. And so it was really kind of amazing how the arc of my transition happened at Ostara largely. Um, I remember the feeling of walking into a warm kitchen and smelling delicious bread being baked, or seeing people in the kitchen making a beautiful meal and just whimsically chatting with each other in the kitchen, and maybe seeing a little bit of a salad or something, and just thinking how lucky I was. Um, living in a co-op can be really, really hard. We all know that. But I never actually had felt as safe as I did as when I lived at Ostara, in the best times. It was really kind of amazing because I'm a gig worker. I'm a teacher, and I do consulting sometimes, and it's feast or famine. And having that security of Ostara, where if I was a little bit late on rent, it wasn't a big deal, you know? Or I could always depend on a beautiful meal in the space. And so it's a beautiful thing. And yet we see so often, every single day, I see this every day. I go outside and there's so many people right now who have insecure housing, who are, you walk outside, you see people on the corner just, trying to make it in some way. And you see that they're not getting the kind of help that they need. And it's so crushing. When we live in a co-op, we get so much more than just housing. We develop a community, and we are building through this work stable housing, not just for ourselves, but for the people beyond us too, because as this scales more and more, there's more housing available to people. We need to appreciate how important a place like Masala, a place like Ostara, a place like Mango Manor, these are very special places and they're precious. And we all felt that, I think living at co-ops too, at different times, how precious what we had was. It's like when you go into a major city like New York or someplace like that, and there's electricity there, right? And you go into a co-op and there's that same kind of energy because there's just so much life in the space. As we're checking out from this, just think about the kind of community that we can build tonight. Whether you donate money or time or whatever it is to the community, think about, imagine this place you want to live in. Imagine people having a place to sleep tonight, tomorrow night. Think about that. And I hope we can all help these co-ops develop, grow, thrive. And thanks for taking a listen.